my name is Alissa Hitt, and I am the new culinary development chef the district hired last November. Part of my job responsibilities include creating new innovative recipes, concepts, and new line designs to implement in the cafeterias to show students new ways and creative ways to eat food. I have an associate's degree in culinary arts from the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. I also have a bachelor's degree in culinology from Southwest Minnesota State University. I worked as an intern at Frito-Lay over the summer before I started designing new concept ideas and chip flavors for Frito-Lay. My last job that I was at was at Double B Foods. They're a small food manufacturing company that is best known for their H-E-B kolaches. I also worked on some new appetizers and entree ideas for some chain restaurants you might have heard of before, including Logan's, Longhorn, Chili's, Outback Steakhouse, and TGI Fridays, just to name a few. So enough about me. The next part I'm gonna do is demonstrate the best way to cut a watermelon. So the first thing you always wanna do is make sure you wash your watermelon to make sure you remove all of the excess pesticides and dirt and everything so you don't get it in the fleshy, meaty part of your fruit. Wear gloves, because one of the big things about ready-to-eat food is pathogens are very present and it's very dangerous. So make sure you always have protection when you're doing it. The best knife for a beginner to use is a bread knife. It's very long and it's serrated, so it's easy to use. And when you cut a watermelon, the best way to do it, since it's round and it rolls around, is to make two flat sides to make sure you always have a stable surface to use. So you start by cutting off the ends. You'll flip it on one of the flat sides you just created. And the next part is just peeling the rind from the fruit, trying to leave as much as the pink fleshy part intact as you can, but still removing that bitter white pith that no one really likes to eat when they're eating a watermelon. Another important thing is to keep your cutting board nice and clean while you're cutting so you have less chance of cutting yourself or dropping some of it on the floor, because you always want to keep as much product as you can. Flip it over and start peeling off all the extra white parts you didn't quite get off when you were trimming off the rind. So now that you've gotten all of the rind and all of the bitter parts off of it, the next step is to slice it into chunks or slices, and make sure you make them the width that you'd like your chunks to be so you don't have a bunch of different piece sizes. It creates less work later on because you don't have to go back and cut them smaller. So once you have them all into discs, you can stack them so it's a lot easier to cut. Creates less work as well. Then you'll go in and make rows for your cubes. Turn your watermelon sideways. Another important thing is to always make sure you move the fruit and not your body, because it really helps to make sure that you have consistent cuts and it prevents accidents. And that's it. That's how easy it is to cut a watermelon. Again, my name was Alissa Hitt, the new district chef, and if you happen to see me walking around your campus, feel free to pull me aside and let me know any ideas you might have or comments you have about the cafeteria. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.